You're applying for jobs and not hearing anything back. No one is calling back, no emails. All right. You might be doing one of these seven mistakes and you wouldn't know about it. And mistake number four is the reason why most people stay unemployed for months. All right, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Recruiter Cynthia channel. This is Recruiter Cynthia. I'm a real life recruiter. All right, my name is Cynthia, making it Recruiter Cynthia. All right, welcome to this channel. If it's your first time here, we talk about jobs, anything that has to do with job application, redacting CVs, anything that has to do with your branding, online presence, and everything that has to do with you landing that dream job and walking you through that path that lead you to that dream job. That is what I do on this page. All right, so welcome to this page. If it's your first time here, don't forget to join the family, hit on that subscribe button so you do not miss the next video. All right, it's more of me trying to bring you to the limelight of things you're supposed to know, how we recruiters perceive the application, how we end up giving you that job or not giving you that job. So welcome to the channel. Let's just go straight to what brought us here today. So we are talking about the seven mistakes that most applicants do. Seven mistakes most applicants do that makes them not to land that job. All right. Most things that you do. All right. So one mistake that is making you not to land that job is that you're not getting your job titles right. So when I say your job title, I mean the title you attach to your CV headline or on top of your CV, you're not getting it right. All right. You're using the same job title you use to apply for a business development manager. You're using the same job title to apply for a marketing person. All right. So, what I want to say is you're making that mistake. That mistake is not something you're supposed to be making. Yes, I know marketing sales is almost the same thing with business development manager, but you want to narrow your job title to say specifically what the job you're applying for is saying. All right, you have to align with what the job application is saying, so you do not make the mistake and be in a situation where AI has to actually bounce out your application before you even gets to the right person to review it. All right, so your job title is the one place you're making mistake. All right, your job title is one place you're making mistake. All right, so another thing you're doing that is wrong, that's the number two thing you're doing that is wrong, is you're adding duties to your CVs and not actually achievements. All right, I said this, I think I've said it in previous videos. You're actually adding what your duties were. I went to meet people, I went to bring in potential clients, I went to, you know, I went to bring in potential clients. I went to, more of a, I was there, I oversaw to the sales of things and I brought people to the, you're just all about duties, duties, duties. What about the achievement? What did you achieve during this period? How many percent of increment in sales did you bring? How many percent revenue did you bring? What are your results? What are the achievements? This is what you have to do. And this is one mistake a lot of people has been making in their CVs that is making them not to get that job. This is one of the reasons. All right. So once you're doing your CV, make sure you work with achievement. Focus on achievement rather than just the duties you performed during the time you were working with a company. All right. So the number three thing that you're doing that is wrong. There's the number three out of the seven mistakes you're making is your CV format is very wrong. Your CV is too long, your paragraphs are too much, your CVs are too clustered together, and it's not really something to overlook. A lot of people really think that the way your CV appears does not really matter. It does matter. I've seen someone, and most times when I see it, I'm like, you're not serious. Like, this person is not serious at all. How can you be using one font for your summary? You're using another font for your experience. And even inside the experience, the first experience has another font, the second experience is another font. The way you're arranging them is not even aligning with the same way you arranged the previous job experience. Everything about your CV is just too scattered. Then in your duties you're trying to write down, because you're not working with achievements, you're working with duties. You're stating literally every duty that was specified when you were applying for that job. You were just listing duties and duties and duties. And at the end of the day, you make it too long. Your duties become very long. And your CV sef, you see some people use a particular, because they're actually fonts that you use in your CV that end up being too clustered. The fonts make the space in between different words are not much, so they bring it together, they just merge it together. Your CV looks a whole lot clustered. I cannot read between is the I can't read because is and the is almost together. I'm like, is this supposed to be one word or is supposed to be differentiated? So it takes me a whole lot of time to go through your CV. And trust me, most times recruiters, HRs, they don't want to go through that stress. They don't want to go through that stress. Your CV format is very wrong. That is one mistake you're making. Pay attention to the font, pay attention to the paragraphing, pay attention to using the same fonts that you're using, the same size of font, the same. It's not just about the font, the size of the font too is important. All right, make sure it is the same across everything in your CV so that when someone looks, there are CVs that get you impressed. I've been a recruiter, right? There are CVs I see like this, all right? Once I see these CVs, I'm like, oh my God, this is so nice and well detailed. Just by seeing the CV, you already know that this person is experienced. I'm telling you the truth. This is actually true. You'd be like, what do you mean by I can see your CV without even reading it. Just the format and templates. I already tell you that this person is experienced. There is nothing, this person is experienced. Even if they are not in that particular job title, even if their CV is not really what I'm looking for, trust me, I'll always skip that CV to look for a job that will suit them, because I feel like if your CV is this good, if your CV is this good, the formatting, the template, and everything is this good, oh my God, you should be very good at what you do. That is what CV does for you, all right? So the number four thing that everybody is doing that is getting most people unemployed is that they are applying everywhere. You are applying on Jobberman, you're applying on Hot Nigerian Job, you're applying on Indeed, you're applying on LinkedIn. There is no platform for application that you don't know. There is none. There is no one. You're just applying everywhere. I'm not saying it is wrong to apply to different platforms, all right? Just to broaden your search and to broaden your the possibility of you getting hired. I am not saying it's wrong, but you applying everywhere without really narrowing down what you want, the industry you want, the company you want, and reaching out to the HRs themselves is a mistake. It's a very big mistake you're doing, my darling. It's a very big mistake. Know what you want, first of all. Know what you want, first of all. And stop applying everywhere. Stop applying for everywhere. Stop applying for every job and everywhere you see a job. Most applicants do this mistake, and it has kept a lot of people jobless for months. For months, they just keep applying and applying hundreds and thousands of applications to different places, different companies, and nothing is happening. Trust me, we recruiters, we know when you copy and paste your application to different places. So sit down, know where you want to apply, know companies you want to reach out to, and reach out to them, and stop applying everywhere. Apply smartly. Reach out to HRs. Sometimes HRs they post job and you end up seeing that no one actually reached out to them. I know of a friend that came to my house one time, and she was like, it was a girl, so she was like, she applied for a job. She applied for a job, and the job that she applied for, she does not know if they will call her or not to call her. I told her, reach out to check your LinkedIn, check the person that posted, reach out to the HR, tell the person, the HR, you applied for this job, you saw when they posted it, you apply, tell the a brief summary of what you do and what you've achieved. She did it, and trust me, they called her for interview. They called her for interview for that job. That was because she reached out to the HR directly. Sometimes we don't really want to go through the whole stress of going through applications and all that. If you come to us directly, trust me, and your CV says a lot, and your CV actually aligns with what we are looking for, trust me, we don't have the time to start going elsewhere to be looking for someone else. That is why you have to apply smartly and not applying everywhere. So number five, all right, we are in number five. Number five is your job summary title, like your job summary in your CV, is something else. It's very weak. Your job summary in your CV is weak. So it's one of the reasons and one of the mistakes you've been making. Your job summary is actually very weak. The first five lines does not sell you. I'm reading the first five lines. I'm like, what's this? What's this, please? Another applicant. Because thousands of people are applying. You don't want to waste a whole lot of time on one applicant. So everything your job summary should actually sell you immediately. I'm reading it. Okay, okay, okay. One, two, three. It's showing your value, it's showing your achievements, it's showing, okay, okay, yes, this is my candidate. All right. So your job summary should actually sell you in the first five lines. It should sell you. So it is one of the mistakes you're making. Your job summary is weak. It is weak. So it's something you have to work on. All right. So the sixth thing, yeah, the number six, right? Yes. The sixth thing you're doing that is wrong is you have zero online presence. So it's funny how I'll ask people about LinkedIn as people will tell me I do not have a LinkedIn page. Portfolio I do not have. I'm like, yeah, are you in what century are you in? Are you with us on X or you are in Max? Like, because I don't understand why you have zero online presence and you're looking for a job. Why? Why don't you have a LinkedIn page? Why have you not, had activities online? Why don't you, like, most times you want to search you online, want to know the things you've been up to, want to know the things you've been doing. So how do we do that if you have zero online presence? If we want to bullying string people, we want to bullying string applications and applicants to know people that are good, because not all the roles, if you don't know this, know now, not all the roles recruiters get or fill up through applications, because they do not find perfect applicants for every role when they advertise it. Just know this. We do not find our perfect candidates when we advertise. Sometimes we have to look for them ourselves. In a situation where you have zero online presence, I can't find you. I can't find you. Have the experience, you're looking for a job and you're not online. Where am I supposed to find you? So sometimes hundreds of people can apply and they are not perfect. They are not what we need. Now we want to use our hands to go find people ourselves. So if you have online presence, we are going to find you. So your online presence is just not there. That's why you're not getting that job. That is one of the mistakes you're making. So please be online. Be online. All right. So the seventh mistake you're making, that's the last mistake. The seventh mistake you're making that is making you not to get that job is that you're not following up. You just make an application and that is it. And you're waiting, okay, they should review it, they should see it themselves, and they should call me back. Who told you that, my darling? Who told you that? Actually, that should happen, but when applicants are too much, when a lot of people are trying to fill up the same position you're filling up, you have to follow up. You have to follow up, my darling. You have to follow up, because you can't just sit down and be waiting for them to reach back. You have to follow up on that application. Reach out to HRs, reach out to people. I talk about reaching out to HRs, but you can also reach out to other people working in that company that, their position is high. They can still help you actually. They can help you. All right. So follow up. Don't just stop on the application and all that. Apply, because you have to apply to be able to reach out to the HR to tell them, oh, you saw this advertisement, you applied, and this is what you do, and this is what you've achieved. You have to follow up. So always follow up. You can give it some days, 3, 4 days after you follow up again. Okay, I want to know about my application to know if it has been received. You can follow up, always follow up. That's one mistake you'll be making. So these seven mistakes are the mistakes that applicants do that is not landing them that job. So to get more tips, to get more advice, to get more insights on applications, to get more, tips and, way to go about job applications to land your dream job, you have to follow this channel. All right, hit that subscribe button, follow us, comment what your problem is, like this video so YouTube can actually push it to other people. All right, welcome to the family. That'll be the end of this video, so we'll see in the next video where I open up your mind and your eye to more things that actually you're doing or people around you that are looking for job are doing that might actually be wrong. All right, so see you in our next video. All right, for now I will say bye bye. No, that's not how I end my video. So recruiter Cynthia says bye bye.